Kevin the Eco Man here. Today I'm going to show you what to do if you find snakes in your yard. Having snakes in your backyard is an amazingly big deal because your children are susceptible, yourself, your pets to bites, some venomous, so you always want to be mindful. And we're going to give you an eco-friendly solution that's going to keep snakes off your property. Let's get started. In the southeastern United States, these are the snakes that you'll most likely run about in your yard. Most of them may be a black snake because they're going to be looking for other food sources. Now, sometimes you can run up on a copperhead occasionally, but that really depends on the environment out around the home. Maybe a king snake here or there, but most often, just those two. Snakes are constant during the warm season and you just got to deal with them. So, providing proper treatment, you want to be prepared to keep them at a distance. In a lot of rural areas, especially where I grew up, we'll have this right outside your backyard, literally butts right up to it. That creates an environment where those snakes can easily mosey on up from moving on up from here to your home. That leaves an open area where they can make their way right up to the house. So you want to start your application process around here and create your first barrier of defense. To treat our snake problem, we're going to be using Snake Away. This Snake Away is a terrific granular deterrent. It's pretty much sulfur. Snake Away is eco-friendly because it doesn't actually kill the snake. It repels the snakes from coming up past the tree lines into your yard. Snakes have an incredible sense of smell. When they're flicking their tongues out, they're actually tasting the air. Making this, floating around in it, not a desirable area to keep coming toward. So it tends to ward them off in another direction. Now, to apply my Snake Away, I'm going to be using a trusty hand spreader. Here's some good features about this. For one, it has a dial setting on it that you can set and open up the mouth. We're on 1 now. Now that's typically a recommended setting that I like. So that way you can maximize the amount of the Snake Away and don't over apply. When you got it turned all the way up, mouth is completely open. You don't want to apply all of it in one spot. Spread it out a little bit, goes further. You could throw it out by hand with gloves on, but I say it's better to get an even spread. So the spreader helps to regulate it because of course if you're throwing it by hand, it's just kind of wildly all over the place. We're also going to put on gloves. And the reason why, not because it's toxic, because it just stinks. Now when filling up your spreader, make sure you get a good even pour up to that line. Depends on how large your yard is, but if you got a pretty good sized forested area back here, go ahead and fill it up and let it ride. You want to walk cleanly across your tree line. You don't need to be in a hurry, don't disperse it quickly, just kind of spread it out a little bit. I like to lay 2 lines of the fence down. That means you're most likely not going to hardly see any snakes on your property. A lot of people make the mistake of applying it on a 1 barrier basis with 1 band around the house. I always say it's better to put 2 lines of the fence, 1 where they start and 1 where they will end. So snakes are cold-blooded creatures, and this slab provides great energy for them to warm up from the sun. We're going to put a little bit outside around this barrier, and that should help. Remember, your drain is another conducive area that's prone for them. For one, it's shaded, it's warm, and it's moist. Perfect for the snakes. So make sure you assess this regularly and treat around it as well. Put it on your common maintenance plan with the rest of your areas. We completed the treatment. Now, our customer should get immediate results because sulfur starts to kick in on them almost instantly if they're in the area. Now, here's the kicker. It will have to be reapplied on a recurring basis. What we recommend is nothing less than a month at least. On a monthly basis, you want to retreat those same areas. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe. Do you need the Eco-Man's help? Book today by clicking the link in the description.